guys, so today I'm going to be doing my 12-week pregnancy update, and I'm in the car just parked in front of work and I knew I wasn't able to film this any other time, so I'm just like, let me just film it really quick so I'm able to put it up as soon as possible. But this week I'm feeling great. I haven't had any back pains, or that taste that I've been getting has kind of gone away, so I don't really feel it. I don't know if it's completely gone away or it's gonna come back soon, but so far so good, so I'm excited about that. I haven't really asked my doctor about that, which I should, so next appointment I will ask him. Our anatomy scan is scheduled for February 4th, so it's so close. It's only a few weeks away, but I might try to change that because it's scheduled on February 4th, which lands on a Tuesday, and we are planning on having a gender reveal party. So that means that I'm obviously not gonna have the party on a Tuesday, so I will probably have to wait 4 to 5 days with that sealed envelope in my bag and in my possession, and that might be a little too difficult for me. I remember last time, I think we had our scan, I think it was on a Friday, and we had the party on a Sunday. So we had to wait 2 days with that envelope in my possession, and I basically had to hold it hostage because my husband was trying to peek at it. So I think, and that was killing me. 2 days of not being able to open that envelope literally killed me. It was really difficult. So I think that 4 to 5 days is way too long. So hopefully I'm gonna call today and see if they can schedule me maybe the Friday before, which is only 2 to 3 days before. They might say no, just because at that point I turn on Sundays, so at that point I wouldn't be the weeks that they want for the anatomy scan. I would be probably 3 days short of that. So I don't know if they'll go ahead and do it for me, or if they'll probably try to push it from that Friday. So if my anatomy scan was scheduled for the 4th, for like the 9th or something, and I'm not gonna do that. I'll just go ahead and do the anatomy scan on the Tuesday, February 4th, if they can't do it any earlier, and just hold the envelope with and try to not open it. That's gonna be hard, but there's a few people walking by. So I probably look crazy, but so I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna start kind of planning the gender reveal party. I don't want to do it at my house. I'm thinking of doing it at a place. Our friend, well, actually my husband's friend, he had a gender reveal party right after we had ours, and he had it at Rusty Pelican, which is a restaurant. And it was really nice because it was outside, it was open. The people you invite kind of order their own stuff and pay their own bill, so it's not like we had to buy everybody's meal. And it was just a nice place. They brought a cake. This time, since we did a cake last time, this time I want to do like the balloons. So I'm going to decorate a huge box and get that all ready. And I'm not sure who I'm going to kind of give the envelope to. Maybe one of my best friends, and have them pick it up and put it in the box so nobody sees it except them. So I'm really excited to kind of just start planning for that, because even though I'm thinking I'm thinking about doing it at an actual place in our house, I still want to kind of decorate and do cute little things, pink and blue, so it will look cute. So that's coming up really soon. I have weaned Ari off completely, as you guys know, from breastfeeding, but there has been 2 different times where Aria has been really fussy and probably just kind of exceeded the I'm tired level, and she didn't take a nap. So then she doesn't understand that she needs to go to sleep, that's what's bothering her, but she won't go because it's past that level already. So she's just crazy cranky and nothing will calm her down. She doesn't want a bottle, she doesn't want to lay, she doesn't want anything. So I've kind of secretly breastfed her twice. My husband doesn't know, but he watches my videos, so maybe I should tell him before this before this video goes up. But it's just literally to calm her down and go to sleep. She'll probably breastfeed for like 2 minutes and then that's it, and just one side, nothing crazy. And it's worked. And it's funny because I say this all the time, for those people who don't breastfeed, I don't know what you do when your baby just goes crazy, because I remember the entire time that Aria was breastfeeding, anytime she was fussy or sleepy or cranky or anytime, I would just breastfeed her and it would immediately calm her down. It was like amazing to me. And I thought, every time I thought, what would I do if I wasn't breastfeeding? How would I calm this baby down? So I was really thankful for that. And now I'm like, what do people do really? I don't understand what people do when they can't breastfeed or they're not breastfeeding. How do they calm the babies down? So I have done that secretly twice and it's kind of helped, but she hasn't been really needing it. It's just those crazy instances where it's just kind of emergency breastfeeding. And I still have milk. It hasn't gone away. I've never ever leaked, so I've never had to wear those pads or anything like that. So the baby is about 2 inches from the crown to the rump. They don't really measure, I guess, the legs to the head. They just, I guess, because it's too difficult, because the baby's always kind of just scrunched up. So they always measure from the head to the rump. And that's just so amazing to me. Still as big as a lemon, and the baby's fingers are soon to start opening and closing, as well as the toes, so that's really exciting. So something that I've been consulting my husband for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't really mentioned it on YouTube or on anywhere really, has been that we're thinking that this time around we're gonna do placenta encapsulation. And for some reason, I'm having an issue saying that word right now. So I've read so many benefits of it, and I think it's kind of, for me personally, I can't just put it in like a smoothie or something. That might be a little too much for me. But when it's in the form of a pill, I think that's doable for me. And I've been researching so much how to do it and all this information. So I think the next time that I see my doctor, I'm going to kind of bring it up, just because I know that some hospitals don't release it for 10 days, or they each have their own rules. So I kind of want to know what our hospital rules are beforehand. And I remember when I was giving birth to Aria, right after basically they were cleaning her up and stuff, the nurses asked, you know, what do we do with the placenta? Does she want it? And that the doctor said no, she doesn't, just throw it out. So that kind of like stayed in my head, and I'm like, maybe I should want it. I'm like, ask me, maybe I do want it. So I guess at that point it was too late. I hadn't really consulted it beforehand, so it was just too late. And I wasn't really, I think that hadn't crossed my mind through the entire time that I was pregnant with Aria. So I do remember watching an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which I don't watch anymore. That's just, it's a waste of time. But I remember watching the episode where Kim was pregnant, and she kind of brought a chef in, and she basically fed her entire family someone's placenta, supposedly. And it was actually just meat that they kind of made it look like placenta. And after the family had it, they said, you know, you just had a placenta, a human placenta from somebody that they purchased or whatever it was. But that was kind of disgusting, because they had it as like meat, and it's your family member. And I wouldn't make Jamie have my placenta, because obviously the health benefits are for me. It helps you with the blues that you're supposed to maybe possibly get, and it helps you with so many things. And when my puppy, as you guys know, my dog just gave birth, and she eats the placenta automatically, and that's just because it's pretty gross. The sight of that is disgusting. I've seen it, and the animals know what to do, and they do it, and so many cultures do it, and it could only be beneficial. It can't harm us. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a separate video with all of the details that I have, because it's just, I'm gonna go ahead and rant for an hour. But that's kind of in my mind. So if you guys have done it or thought about doing it or anything, let me know, or let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I haven't even told my family about it. I think they'll probably think I'm crazy. They'll be like, we thought you were crazy when you went on to cloth diaper. Now this is a whole nother level of crazy. But, you know, whatever. It's our decision, really. If when I bring these ideas up to my husband, if he was completely kind of, no, that's not okay with me, it would probably just go out the window after we spoke. Obviously, I would try to sell this idea, but if he wasn't okay with cloth diapering, I wouldn't have cloth diapered, because you kind of need both of the people to be on board with that, especially something like this as well. If he wasn't okay with it, or he thought it was outrageous and gross and disgusting, I probably would have just canceled out that idea. But he was totally on board. I kind of just brought it up, and I'm like, I'm thinking of doing this. What do you think? And he's like, yeah, you know, I've heard a lot of good things, and why not? So I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and insert the baby bump at the end of this video. I can't film it right now because I'm in my car, but once I get home, I'll film that and add it to the end of this video. So see you in my next video, guys. Bye.